What's up, y'all? Welcome back to YoungKG's VGC Draft League, and I'm your host, YoungKG. You can just call me KG. Today, I will be going over weeks 2 and 3 of the San Antonio Starmies, um, just reviewing the games, and spoiler alert, in a major upset, greatest upset of the century, San Antonio Starmies lost weeks 2 and 3, unfortunately. Now, I'm just going to go over my team for those weeks and just show you my thought process. Um, some of these decisions are kind of questionable, but uh, I could have done a lot better, honestly, played better, but it's not like a bad strategy for some of them. Fortunately, I only have week two's team, I believe, on Showdown. I do not have, think either lost, deleted, or just didn't put it into Showdown for week three. But I'll just go over what I was thinking for week two and maybe a little bit of week three. So take a look at our opponent's team for week three. This is the Astral Brigaders. They have Mega Lucario, Whimsicott, Basque Legion Female, Alcremie, Jolteon, Mega Bayonet, Weavile, and Mega Charizard X. Pretty, actually pretty strong team, all things considered. Basque Legion Female is the one that surprised me the most, and Alcremie completely caught me off guard, as you'll see in the game coming up. So here are some of the moves I put on my Pokemon. Uh, I had Headlong Rush, Hammer Arm, Protect, and Poltergeist for Lurk. It's a pretty standard set. Hammer Arm just to make him slower. Um, and I thought I had Gravity on one of these Pokemon. I thought I had it on Meowstic, but I guess not. That was another week. I tried some Gravity strats. And for Cofagrigus, I tried something a little different. I had Trick Room, Iron Defense, Giga Drain, and Calm Mind. Calm Mind to bulk up its special defense and special attack. Giga Drain to sustain itself, and along with leftovers. Trick Room, pretty self-explanatory, and then Iron Defense to bulk up its physical defense. Um, that was mostly for the Weavile, to take a hit from it. Obviously, I could have run a Colbur Berry, but I decided to opt for setting up Cofagrigus and just making it just an annoying pest to deal with. If we go back to Showdown, I have Mega Emboar here with Flare Blitz, Drain Punch, Bulk Up, and Protect. No coverage options this week. I believe week one I had Scald on my Emboar, which is a pretty interesting option. I don't think it even came up once, but I think Emboar could be run specially. Like drop an overheat on there over bulk up, just have a nuke for one attack, and then just flare blitz, drain punch, sustain itself. Then we have forgot to mention the EVs. This is a weird spread. What was I thinking? 32, 32 for HP and defense and 2 special defense. What? I mean, I guess, bro. And then we have Meowstic Male with the Citrus Berry. I've actually had a lot of fun with Citrus Berry Meowstic Male. It's it's different. Like it's not going to take a bunch of hits, but if it takes a hit, it can probably take it drops down to Citrus Berry. It can probably take two or one more before going down. Fake Out, Sunny Day, Trick Room, and Reflect. Reflect because this my opponent was heavy on the physical attackers. Weavile, Charizard X, Baynet, even Mega Lucario. Fake Out, pretty obvious. Pretty self-explanatory. Then Sunny Day to boost Emboar. I've been trying so hard to make Sunny Day +1 Emboar work again. I did it once in my video. If you go watch that, if you haven't already. Um, it's I had a lot of fun in that video, and I was trying to recreate that with Mega Emboar here. Unfortunately, it just didn't pan out as I expected, and I learned my lesson in week four, fortunately. You'll see that next week probably. Then we have Ariados with Focus Sash. It's gonna go down one hit no matter what. Well, sometimes if you're running a bulkier set like I am, it might not go down in one hit. Sniper just to boost damage because they have. I don't think there's any way they could put me to sleep. Insomnia was useless. Swarm is useless. Rage Powder, Protect, Foul Play, Nightshade. Nightshade. I, I'm not sure what that's doing here. It's really just doing 50 damage. Um, so yeah, that's not really doing much damage. I guess to pick off some weaker things that didn't get KO'd, but Aryados isn't here to do damage. Foul play. I guess that was for Charizard X, maybe, or Bayonet. No, it's probably for the Bayonet, but the Bayonet never came in the match, as you'll see in a little bit here. And then Talonflame. This is a pretty interesting set. I think it could have worked if I just did. Or is it this? Nope. Yep, that. If I just done that, I think it would have worked. But unfortunately, upper hand is a bad move. Well, it's not bad. It's just I shouldn't have used it. The wing beat to take care of the Whimsicott. Tailwind's pretty standard on Talonflame. And then Feather Dance. Feather Dance is a tech that you'll see in week three's game. I forgot I had completely forgot I had it on this set. It was for the physical attackers to just shut them down. Charizard X could do a lot of damage to my team, so wanted to make sure I could shut down on pretty quick. But I underestimated the special attackers, as you'll see in the game coming up. All right, let's hop into week two's game for the San Antonio Starmies versus the Astral Brigaders. All right, here we are with week two's game. Let's go ahead and start it. Make sure my volume's on for. No, it's not. Uh-oh. It's fine, I'll add some music and editing. Alright, I start off with Talonflame Ember. I want to get the upper hand on the Weavile to KO it, flinch, and then I protect with Ember because I... Do I protect with Ember? Do I switch out? What do I do here? Forget what I did here. I think I did keep in with Ember though. Yeah, protect with Ember to avoid... I guess a Muddy Water Hydro Pump. Yeah, and see, you see there, the Fake Out came into play, but it was too fast for my Talonflame. I can do the, show you guys right here. I can show you guys, MA, Weavile. It's 125 speed, max speed, 194. Talonflame is 1 point faster at 126. If I just gone Jolly, I would have outsped it by 1 point and potentially get the KO with upper hand because it's 4 times weak. And Weavile has 65 defense, 70 HP, so I think it's very unlikely that it would have survived. It would have survived that. So let's continue. Unless it was Focus Sash, in which I would have got the flinch. And yeah, here's the Muddy Water. Although I think Ebor could have taken it because it's pretty bulky on the special side. And then Talonflame goes down in one hit, unfortunately. And then what do I bring in here? I believe I bring in... It's either... I think it's Coffergeese, yeah. Set up the Trick Room. Or go for Giga Drain on the Basket Legion. Set up Trick Room. And then Drain Punch the... No? Mega Evolve, yeah, there you go. Drain Punch the Weavile. There's Mega Ember. Mold Breaker, knock off into Coffergeese, knocks off my leftovers. So rude. So rude. But it gets Mummy, which isn't really relevant because pressure isn't doing anything either. Muddy Water into the Ember. Takes out the Coffergeese, unfortunately. Didn't live to see Trick Room go up. Ember takes a lot of damage. Drain Punch gets that all back, goes down to Sash. And then Embor gets Mummy. Switching Golurk because I have no other choice. What do I do here? I Poltergeist the Basculegion and then Drain Punch the Weavile. Yep. It's probably the best I can do. Or Flare Blitz. Why not Drain Punch? Ouch. That is a lot of damage. And Shadow Ball takes out the Golurk. So Embor, first one on the field, that crit did not matter in the slightest. Embor, first one on the field, last one on the field. If it got Supreme Overlord, you know, just saying, if it had Supreme Overlord, they come in the back while all my Pokemon are fainted, put in a Tailwind Trick Room, and then have it do billions of damage. An Embor million damage. M billion damage. And I protect here. Or Charizard X. Dragon Claw does actually not too bad of damage for Tough Claws. For Tough Claws damage. And then Muddy Water takes out the Embor. Wonderful. Completely underestimated the Basculegion. But very well played by my opponents, I have to say. I honestly, not to like, oh, it's because of this. Well, it's because I played like shit. To be honest. I could have done a lot better there with my positioning. And even with my moves. I don't think I needed bulk up on Embor. I just needed like probably like Sucker Punch, I wanna say. Sucker Punch would have been a lot better on Embor. Would have hit the Bayonet and Basculegion for super effective. I don't think it would have KO'd, but it would have done a good chunk and threatened the knockout with the second Sucker Punch. Let's start with Ariados, Cofagrigus. What else? Embor. Just saying, if that Supreme Overlord could come in the back, could have started with a Sneasler, Dragapult, like boom, boom, boom. And then Embor comes in, Supreme Overlord, 30% buff, with all fainted allies. I don't know why I'm bringing Golurk, I don't know why I'm bringing both Megas. Although, there is something I figured out while testing with Golurk, is that I believe sorry, I'm distracted right now. Iron Fist Golurk hits at just as hard as whatchamacallit, Mega Golurk. Now I went for Rage Powder here because I thought they were gonna go for Decorate on the Weavile, and then that way Decorate would go into the Ariados, and Ariados would have +2 in both stats, but no, it goes for Acid Armor. Completely catching me off guard. I'm like, okay, I can just hit it specially, that's fine. I can just Giga Drain, you know. And something I forgot here, you'll see in a minute. Trick Room goes up, which is good. This board state, however, is not good for me. Go for Calm Mind with Cofagrigus. And then I go for Disable with Ariados. And then Aroma Veil. Yep, and you know the worst part is? I knew that going into this. I knew that in my testing that, what's his face? Alcremie, was gonna run, Aroma Veil as its ability. Go for Rage Powder, and then Giga Drain. Yep, please Giga Drain to the Alcremie. into the Alcremie. Nope. At this point, I just want Ariados to be knocked out so I can switch in good Pokemon. Like, I could have switched in... Or, actually, instead of running Emboar, I could have had Sneasler. Start off with Sneasler, Fire Claw the Alcremie, and then boom, win. And you'll see in the game plan for the Alcremie in a minute. I'm sure the keen-eyed of you, or the intuitive you, would assume by now what the strategy is. I go for Bulk Up on the Emboar, Iron Defense the Cofagrigus. Mega Emboar. Iron Defense goes up. Then Bulk Up. Nope. Stored Power. I live on 43. And at this point, I just accept my fate. I just realized that there's absolutely no chance in hell I'm winning this. Mummy goes up, doesn't matter. What could have been helpful is if I had Body Press, I could Body Press the Alcremie, get rid of Aroma Veil, disable the knockoff on the Weavile, disable some moves on the Alcremie, and, you know, potentially win, but no. Protect on the Emboar for no reason. Ice Shard. I'm not sure if that would have KO'd. It might have. With a Bulk Up, probably not. Giga Drain does absolutely squat. Calm Mind on the Alcremie. Get one more Stored Power boost, and I think you can tell where this is going at this point. And it's leftovers. Very well played by my opponent, I will say. That I did not expect the Alcremie to be a threat as much as this one. Calm Mind again, it doesn't matter, Stored Power is way too strong. Not Giga Drain. Drain Punch kills the Weavile. Restores HP. Now I get Mummy. And Stored Power, Okos, or not Okos, my fault, knocks out the Cofagrigus. Then in comes Emboar, or sorry, Golurk. And in comes Basculegion. Protect for nothing. Nope, gonna Flare Blitz the Alcremie to do absolutely 0 damage. And Poltergeist the Basculegion. Honestly, what I could have done is I could have run Body Press on Cofagrigus, or a Contact move on Cofagrigus, use that on Alcremie, then have Sneasler, or have someone slower than Cofagrigus, or like have, does Ariados learn Taunt? We're gonna find this out together. Ariados, Taunt. Nope, it does not get Taunt. I just realized none of you can see my Showdown screen. I'll fix that in editing. Try to recreate what I'm doing here. But yeah. Good, very good opponent, a very strong opponent. And yeah, that was week 2. Not my proudest games. Yeah. But I just, I honestly just need more practice with these Pokemon. My biggest problem is, I believe, not actually having enough practice in with these Pokemon. Right now, I am practicing with Mega Golurk. Spoiler. Um, but Mega Emboar is just, I feel like too finicky of a Pokemon to easily succeed with it. But yeah, let's move on to week 3. All right, this is week three's game. We're gonna be watching from Brooke's perspective because I did not. Something was going on with my capture card. I forget what specifically. But I wasn't able to record my game. And take a quick look at Brooke's team, or the Toronto Torteras. They are currently on a 3-0 win streak. Very exciting opponent. And they beat a top 1K in the ladder opponent, who was my first week opponent in the Swadloon Supremacy. They have Basculegion Male. Funny how I'm facing two Basculegions in consecutive weeks. Volcarona, Mega Skarmory, Torterra, Bellibolt, Gengar, Ace Gengar, might add, Arcanine, Cantonian, and Mega Altaria. And I want to try and think of it'll reveal my team throughout the game, but I believe no, I did not have gravity on this. That was the first week that I had gravity. Um, but yeah, let's see week three's game.
Obviously, if they
And we're
fake
gonna
out,
get
we
to
could be in some
listen
trouble, but
to
I
Brooke's
think
voice. I
a wave crash would
gotta turn
do
it down a bit.
enough damage to where they would be a little bit
We're gonna
upset
listen
about
to
it,
Brooke's
if that makes
commentary.
sense.
I just realized this might be a bit confusing, so I'll turn it down a bit
Emboar and
more.
Talonflame in. Okay. So
I
actually,
lead
this
with
could be
Ember and
pretty tricky
Talonflame
here,
to
but
try and get the Tailwind Sunny Day, bulk up,
the
what have you.
Skarmory is not liking the look of this.
Now, this Skarmory,
And I think
I was the most scared of.
this kind of
Basculegion, I
insinuates that they're doing
thought I
speed
could deal
boost,
with. I really did.
which I don't love.
Um, but you'll see the
I think
tech
I'm
in a
gonna
minute.
Wave Crash into Emboar, and I'm not gonna I'm not gonna Mega Evolve. I think I'm gonna Tailwind. So this way they have to double up into Skarmory to get rid of it because
I
we
Mega
are
Evolve my
screwed.
Ember.
I mean, they could, man, Mega Emboar Shiny is so cool, but
It is very
I
cool.
guess they could
Mega
have
Ember
doubled up,
Shiny is very cool.
which is a little scary.
Mold Breaker,
They
Feather
Dance,
Dance
okay, that's really
Talonflame
cool.
finally comes into play on the Basculegion. Partially lowers
This will
attack,
not be enough
minus
to KO,
2.
most likely. I
The
almost think it
Tailwind
will.
unfortunately does go up.
We do get Tailwind up, though.
But then
Wave Crash, how much
you would
defense
think
do they have?
Skarmory would have.
Oh
Watch
my
this.
god, so much damage!
Embor lives on
Basculegion, oh my god!
12%, even through minus 2. I had this Embor
Flare
bulky
Blitz,
too.
no burn.
And
No
Flare
burn.
Blitz,
Do not.
boom, goes through
Oh,
the
Volt Breaker,
sturdy,
duh.
one shots the
Okay,
Skarmory,
okay.
gets rid
Well,
of
if it
his
was
Mega,
Tailwind,
turn
though, we
1.
would have been
Um,
absolutely screwed.
Pretty
Yeah,
amazing, but
their Emboar
the
is bad.
Embor
So
does go
getting ready
down.
for Mega, and we have Tailwind up. Hmm. Them leading Talonflame actually makes me really think that it's Focus Sash. I think there's
I
some
had
value into bringing
Brave
Tailwind
Bird
in here.
over Dual Wing Beat, and you can see the
Golurk, okay.
Clover Berry.
I'm glad I didn't
I
bring Bite.
really regret
I think the
not
play
running
right
Dual
now
Wing
is
Beat
to
on this set.
Will-O-Wisp Golurk.
Golurk comes in, can't Mega,
Into,
can't do shit.
let's see, if they are Focus Sash Talonflame, then Wave Crash won't kill him, we'll take Recoil. So I actually almost think maybe Protect Will-O-Wisp? No,
Protect
because
on the
that kills him.
Basculegion. Nope.
Hmm.
Maybe.
I think we
Maybe.
have to utilize our advantage
No.
of having Tailwind up while we can. So I think I'm going to Will-O-Wisp, Golurk, and Wave Crash
Will-O-Wisp
Talon
the
just in
Golurk,
case. And
and
this will be good because
I
we'll
think
learn
that single-handedly
Focus
lost me
Sash.
the
So our
game.
Kobe Berry should let us live here, especially if
I
we get
should
some
have
really
gone for
defensive
Tailwind
resonate.
here
Yeah.
to try and
I guess
stagger
we
the
didn't do that
Tailwind
as well as I
and
thought we
have
would,
Golurk
but
be faster than some of his
we did take
Pokemon.
it at least.
Um,
And them
and
bringing
yeah, the
in
Copa
Brave Bird
Berry
actually makes me think that
leaves
they
the
are going to Focus
Volcarona on
Sash us
about
just to get
40%.
it out.
Wave Crash takes out the
And
Talonflame pretty handily. Crit did not
Crit
matter
did
in
not
the
matter at
slightest.
all. Not even in the slightest.
Talonflame is super frail.
Um, let's see.
Does a
This
good amount of
Golurk
recoil
is
though.
looking pretty
And
scary.
then Will-O-Wisp completely shuts down Golurk. At this point, I'm treating Golurk as a dead slot, and I'm fighting with one Pokemon.
There's the Poltergeist.
Although Poltergeist, Golurk
How did
did
it
surprise me
counter
with
a
this.
Mystic Water? That's so messed up.
Poltergeist takes out the Basculegion,
Okay, well,
which is
I don't mind the game
awesome.
state right now.
Golurk,
The
Goat.
unfortunate thing is that this Golurk is alive, and we're about to bring in Bellybolt. The good
Bellybolt's
news is,
about to
though,
come
is that
in.
this
Who else
Volcarona
did I
makes
have?
me
Ariados?
really
Yeah.
what
Ariados the
even?
easily
Not
flustered.
Ariados.
And then at this point, the game's over.
I don't think there's
I
any
really
way
should
that
have
we
run
can
a
let
rock move on Golurk,
Thunderbolt
so I could have at
Ariados
least had some
Giga
tech to
Drain
deal
Golurk.
with Volcarona.
Mmm. They actually played this super well by having a redirection in the back. Apologies for the clock noises in the background. I'm going to Thunderbolt, and I'm going to Fiery Dance Ariados
Oh,
because this
Ariados did
really
surprise me
would
here. This is why you run max bulk on
on
your
attack.
Ariados.
Actually, if this kills, this is
Fiery
bad.
Dance
Okay,
doesn't even get
not
to
a bad
get
play.
it to Sash.
This will guarantee the KO onto Ariados. Although it kind of sucks we didn't learn if they have Focus Sash.
And then Thunderbolt just locks
If
it
they
in.
have like Rock
I don't
Slide, this
remember
could
what I
mess
went for
me
here.
real bad.
I might have gone for like Nightshade or
Headlong Rush.
something.
Okay, not bad at all. We can Giga Drain this.
Headlong Rush,
This
and that doesn't even take out
Bellybolt is such a
Bellybolt.
monster.
I
He
get that
is such
Golurk
a
is
monster.
burned,
That's a
but
Golurk stab move.
come on,
That's
come on,
insane.
come on, Golurk. Lock in, bruh.
Sucker Punch would give
And
away the tech.
I did not
Okay,
know they had
Giga
Sucker
Drain.
Punch here. When I was watching the footage back, I
I'm
was
going
like,
to protect
Sucker
this turn,
Punch? Huh?
and I'm going to Giga Drain.
I
Purely
I
because
don't know if that would
combine
have
the
done
fact
too
that this
much.
Sucker
I'm not
Punch
gonna lie, no
before the
disrespect,
next
Brooks.
game in the set, that
Um,
could be huge
but
information for
I
us.
really don't think it would have
And
done much,
I don't
especially
know.
with how
Okay, we
bulky
just get
Golurk is.
awesome stuff.
Unless it was for
Wonderful.
another Pokemon. What else do I
I don't
have?
think that was a crit either. I think Super
Cofagrigus,
Scale. Yep.
Dragapult, probably for
That's enough.
Dragapult or
GG.
Meowstic.
That
The team
turn
is really
one,
weak to Dark. What
I
the heck?
misplayed miserably. And we kind of got
And he
lucky.
takes game one.
So
Alright, and I'll skip forward to
I
game
will be
two.
making an effort to bring Torterra. I've not gotten a sweep in the season. I have not gotten a win in 2 games. They go similar lead. Okay. But the thing
And
is,
Golurk
this they
Talonflame.
can't take out Skarmory unless they double it.
Here is
Super is
where
a
I
really good
misplay
way
heavily,
to get a
and
ton of damage onto
this
Golurk.
keeps me
Let's
up at
say,
night.
forget Will-O-Wisp right now.
You'll
Need
see.
to
Or was it
Tailwind.
this turn? I don't think it
I
was this
I
turn.
really doubt unless they're running that unless they're running Charcoal
Oh,
Max Attack
no, no,
Power.
no.
I
This is the
really doubt
game
that a Flare Blitz
with
would
the
take it.
crit that keeps me up at night. It wasn't a misplay, it was a crit. This crit
Skarmory.
actually, that ruined
So we
me.
should be able to match Tailwind. Okay, they protect. That's a good play.
Protect on the
Brave Bird
Golurk, pretty
to
safe play.
or Flare Blitz. Feather
Feather
Dance.
Dance
Okay,
on the
not a
Skarmory
bad
makes
play
it
at all. Honestly,
not
not a
that
bad play.
threatening.
Although they're
Still threatening,
possibly
though,
clicking
but
Tailwind,
not too threatening.
wonder do they have
Tailwind
Tailwind,
goes up.
which is crazy to
What did
think with
Volcarona do?
Talonflame. But honestly, on their team, it's
Giga
not
Drain.
the
And I
craziest at all.
protect.
The good news is though, is that even if they match Tailwind now, whatever's in this Golurk slot is about to get doubled up on. Whatever gets switched in, and I think the safest way to do that is to Giga Drain in
And
case
you
they
would
don't
think.
switch. And if they
Now
don't switch,
I swap out
Brave
here.
Bird.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I swap out here into Sneasler. You would think at -2,
What could go
Sneasler
wrong
would
here?
live.
They
Surely
match
Sneasler would live
Tailwind,
a 1-time or 2-time super effective move.
Mega,
Just
survive
a
a
standard super
good,
effective move.
or survive a.
Um, I
I don't
believe my
think the
Sneasler
weakness is the
had
thing. Okay,
more
yeah, that makes
bulk
sense. That makes sense.
for this
That's
matchup.
gonna take a double up. Okay, this
Sneasler
is
goes in.
great because if they are
I
Sash,
forget
we're
what item I
about to
had.
find out, which is
Tailwind goes
fantastic.
up. Pretty smart.
Well, I hope this
Um,
stakes it out. Brave Bird.
Rayford. No, this wasn't it. Sneasler
Ooh,
just gets
fantastic.
knocked out.
And this is even better because we now break Gale Wings.
No crit.
The thing we have to worry about,
You
though,
would
is the
think
fact that
at +2 or -2,
their tailwind
Sneasler would
is mismatched with ours.
do
They have their tailwind
something,
for a
you know.
turn where ours is going to be run out, which
Nope.
makes me actually want to save Skarmory.
You would think that, though.
I'm expecting a Brave Bird onto the Volk slot on this turn.
Actually, probably not. Sneasler very feral. But Ember goes in here.
Maybe even a double
I
up.
want to KO the Skarmory
They didn't Mega
ASAP
Golurk is the
because
thing.
it is a
Ooh,
problem.
this Embor is scary.
And Embor also had I believe
The good news
Smackdown
is I
or
think a
Rock
Rage
Tomb,
Powder.
one of those moves. One of the random rock type moves.
Hmm.
And he goes for
I
Brave
want to
Bird.
Brave Bird the Embor.
Now at -2, you would really think
But I also
Embor would
want.
live here, right?
This is
Minus
so
two
tough.
Mega Skarmory versus 110 HP,
How
75
much time is
base
left on the Tailwind?
stat,
2 turns for us, 3.
110 HP, 75 defense, and more on
I'm
base
gonna
stats.
Brave Bird the
And I believe
Embor.
I had more
I think
bulk
I
for
have
this
to. We
Embor.
need to get some chip onto it.
Embor Mega Evolves.
And if they're not max speed, we should be. I
I
mean,
think with all
I
the
don't know how
build up
fast Mega
that's
Embor
been
is when we look
coming,
at him. There's no
you
way he's
all would
faster
know
than Mega Skarmory.
what's happening. If I get this KO, I believe I win the set, right? I think I was going into the
All right, they
full
Feather
Corona
Dance onto
anyways.
Volk because of the Rage Powder, which is
I
amazing.
Feather Dance just for extra measure on the
I
Skarmory.
think if,
No, I
especially if
went
we
for
took a
Flare
second
Blitz on the
time slot,
Skarmory.
we wouldn't have been able to do
Brave
that
Bird
against
comes
the
in.
Embor. We kill it! Oh my god, I'm so sorry, KG.
Yeah,
That's so bad. That crit
yeah.
so mattered. I'm so sorry.
I get that KO on Skarmory or
Oh
Volcarona. I win the
my
game
god, I'm so sorry. That's so bad.
if I play my cards correctly,
Without that crit,
which I
it
probably wouldn't have.
probably
I would have fumbled at
survives.
some point.
The good news is that it would have been into Volk. We most likely would have gotten
I feel
another
like I
Brave
played a
Bird
bit
off,
better
but
in
it's
this
still
set
not a good
than I
look.
did week
That's
one,
so rough. I'm
but
so sorry, man.
it's a
I think
bit
I want to
better.
save
But
Skarmory, and I'm gonna
still,
bring in
that crit really,
Belly Bolt. I don't
really,
think Belly Bolt has much
really
use for us
mattered.
right now, especially because
Embor is
our
fat. You look at that
KO is
man,
about to
he
end.
is fat.
But I also don't think they're
I'm
gonna
still talking about that crit. I'm never gonna let that
Earth.
go. That
I don't think they're
no
gonna ground move
disrespect.
that slot.
No, oh my god,
So
no disrespect, Brooks. No disrespect to you.
okay, they Brave
Just
Bird onto Volk. Yeah, that makes sense.
it happens. It's part of the game. Brave comes in, does
This is
about
bad because Volcarona is
65%
absolutely goated.
to Volcarona,
So another
left
Brave
on
Bird will
6
kill is
7
the thing.
HP.
And then they'll have a
I
free
believe
move
Was
onto
that Giga
Belly
Drain?
Bolt.
Oh, I don't. It probably was.
So another Brave Bird
Yeah, Giga Drain.
Belly Bolt.
Tailwind on their side, Peter's out.
Hmm. I think we could switch in Skarmory. Or no,
And
do we
at
let
this point,
Volcarona
the
go down?
game's just
Actually,
decided.
no. It's one of our
Like,
best options into
nothing's gonna
Golurk.
happen.
Although we have Basket Legion as well.
However, Golurk does
I'm
pick up
going to
pretty nice, pretty sick KO
Giga
here.
Drain.
Golurk does impress me a little
No,
bit.
I'm going to Rage Powder just in case they try to do something crazy. And I'm going to Thunderbolt the Talonflame. I don't think this is the best play I could find because
Rage Powder from
even
the
if they...
Volcarona, and I believe I go for Brave Bird into the
Wait, they're going to
Volcarona
kill the
either
Talonflame
way.
anyway? Yeah.
Yeah,
That
Brave
wasn't the
Bird.
best play because they're going to get a hit off onto Belly Bolt anyway with Golurk. Although that's not the worst thing in the world as long as it's not a crit because we'll survive and then pretty much guaranteed take out the Talonflame.
Oh, you'll survive,
So,
huh?
like,
Is that
I
what
don't
I'm
want to
hearing?
bring up
He
Focus
said the
Sails
Belly
at a
Bolt's gonna
point where we're
survive?
YouTube short.
Nope.
If you haven't seen it, please go watch it.
Damn.
Oh, we don't live. Okay. I don't think
Yeah,
that's
Golurk's
really
just the
that
goat.
bad, though, because we
Base
get
Golurk with Headlong Rush does the
essentially
same
infinite
amount of damage as
slot
Mega Golurk, so
slots. We can...
pretty Base Golurk with Iron Fist. Now, if he
We
had
can...
any other Pokemon than Vascular Legion, I probably would have won here. But unfortunately, he had Vascular Legion. Now, what I should have done
Double
here
attack Talonflame?
is set up Tailwind.
I'm
Golurk
expecting
knocks out the
Tailwind
Skarmory
Vet
with
off
a
of
move you're about to
Real.
see. It's a little bit of a tech move.
And if that happens, though,
Um,
wouldn't it be better to match the tailwind here? They could also feather dance and then something.
or maybe no, Feather Dance the
I'm gonna
Basculegion.
Brave Bird into
The
tailwind.
Lurk
I'm gonna
lives.
protect.
Yeah.
This might be a
The
huge
Lurk
misplay,
lives.
but if they
No, no, no.
tailwind, we may still outspeed
Tailwind.
with Skarmory, is my thought.
Ice Punch.
And if we can get
That's
rid
the
of
move. That's
Talonflame,
the tech move. Ice Punch the Skarmory.
I guess the issue here is that if they okay,
Talonflame,
okay,
Feather
that was the right
Dance.
play
Yep,
then. I
that
was gonna say the
was.
issue here is then if they tailwind and then they can
Should have Tailwind
if
there.
we go down to
I
recoil and then they can
maybe,
fully focus on our
maybe,
Basculegion,
maybe,
that would be really bad.
maybe would have
If we go down to
outsped the
recoil,
Basculegion.
okay, then it wasn't a big deal anyway.
Um,
I
then
was
Ice
gonna say
Punch. I
the
think the
oh
Ice
they
Punch
ice
takes
punch.
out the
That's why.
Skarmory.
Well, we should be
From
faster
what
and
HP it was
the
before the recoil. Um, but yeah, this
we should be
set is
faster
over.
and
Closest I've got to winning so far.
this should OHKO. I don't really see a way
Protect.
this
Yeah.
cut might still be
What are you doing,
stronger.
man?
They're,
It's over. It's GG's. Don't protect. Don't PMO.
and we
And
take
yeah,
the set.
that just takes out the Golurk.
That feels really good. I
Very
don't think
that
that
crit did not matter. Use -1. Both both offense or both defenses. Um, very good game to my opponents. I hope you guys, Rainstar and Brooks, I hope you both make it to winners bracket, which they probably will. I believe Brooks is 3-0. He's making it to the winners bracket. Although Star, I'm not so sure. I think she's uh I don't know. We can check right now. Let's go ahead and check. Not to put anyone on blast. Let me readjust size. There we go. That's better. Um, yeah. Star is 1 and 2, which better than me. Hey, don't feel so bad about that. If if you are feeling bad about that, because I'm not doing so good. Um, Now a little bit of spoilers for week 4. I get the closest to winning I've ever gotten. So stay tuned for week 4 against the Natural Trevenants, where um, I believe red and blue combined divisions and blue or red and green combine to another Swiss round. Um, and then blue and yellow combine for another Swiss round. And then as for week 5, um, I believe red and blue and green and yellow will combine divisions and do another Swiss round. Um, I guess I can see who I'm fighting next. Oh, well, I'll have to configure some stuff, but I forgot we had 2 people drop from the league mid season, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, um, I'm very excited, even if I do make it to, which I will make it to losers bracket. Um, But hey, if I can at least be the king of the losers, that's the king of something. The winner of the losers, sorry. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm having a lot of fun so far, despite the bad luck and horrible playing. Um, I'm having a lot of fun fighting these very, very talented individuals, uh, very skilled battlers. And yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I will catch you next week for week 4. Bye bye.